Hey YouTube, Unknown Gamer here. As you can see, we're getting ready for this Arizona State game, and my god, this game has me so nervous. And it truly does. I'm not just saying that. This game actually does have me nervous. Because, well, this is the game where we have a lot of stuff being decided. As you guys see, nobody has committed to us yet, but there's some other stuff going on. We do have some finalists for some awards, for a lot of awards and stuff. One of them being the Heisman, and that's Derek Reynolds, but he'll be back for that conference championship game, so that's his best hope, is that we do good in that conference championship game. And, well, you know what, we're not going to need the locksmith until next year. Insta commit. We won't need that until after the season, so yeah, we'll go with that pipeline right now, because that's the one that's most beneficiary to us right now. And at the end of the year, we'll do a few other things, and yeah, right here we'll show you though the top 25 polls. So you guys see what's going on right now. This week is a big week because we still have 5 unbeatens left. There are 5 teams that are unbeaten. Utah fell from 12th to 20th after we beat them, but the teams are Ohio State, Arizona, South Carolina, Georgia Tech, and Texas. Texas still has 2 games left. Everybody else has 1 game left. So basically, well, and the rest of us have a national championship, have a conference championship game. So yeah, we all basically have 2 games left. The question is, who's going to finish where? And who was 6th last week? Because whoever was 6th lost. Oklahoma did lose to Kansas State University. Big thing is though, which one of us who's going to finish 1 and 2? Let's look at the BCS real quick and see what the BCS has to say. BCS does have us, and then Georgia Tech is 3rd there, and then South Carolina is 4th. Still, the big thing is Ohio State going to finish at 2? Because this would be back-to-back years where we play Ohio State. We'll look at the Heisman Watch too. We'll see what's going on there. Heisman Watch, we have 2 finalists. As you do see, Derek Reynolds, that injury pretty much did him in. That injury pretty much ruined his hopes. He's a finalist, but his chances are pretty much done. Kadeem Carey did get up here, though, with that. Kadeem Carey gets up here at the very end. Kadeem Carey gets up here, and he's looking for back-to-back Heisman awards. And Derek Reynolds still could get it. He just cannot drop to 4th. If he drops to 4th, I don't see him getting it. Actually, he could. Because out of the top 5, only 4 of the top 5 really have 2 games left, and Oregon needs some stuff to happen for them. So he could still get it, actually. He just got to stay in the top 3 in conference standings, and let's see right now, what Oregon's chances are of having 1 more game. Oregon's chances are looking actually pretty good. As long as, if Washington State can beat Washington, as long as they beat Oregon State and Washington State beats Washington, they would have 1 more game then. So yeah, they still do have a chance. We'll check out award finalists, and then we'll get into I'll show you guys a real quick look at recruiting then. Derek Reynolds still 3rd on the Maxwell. Walter Camp is Derek Reynolds and 2nd there. Benedict is Pettinato. Nagasaki is Pettinato. O'Brien is Braxton Miller, but Derek Reynolds is at 5th. Walter, Kadeem Carey is winning the Walter right now. Blendenoff we don't have anybody in the running for this at all, do we? Nope, nobody in the running. Mackey, nobody in the running there because I don't use my tight ends a lot. Nobody in the running. Remington, nobody in the top 10. Lombardi is Pettinato. Linebacker, I don't think we have anybody in the running, do we? Nope. Thorpe, Bradley Roby is still ahead of Jonathan McKnight. Probably because of the 3 tackles for a loss and the forced fumble. If McKnight can get a few more picks before the end of the season, I see him getting up there. But Albert Smith is up there. The freshman is up there. Groza, Palmer is up there, but I don't see him winning it. Guy, no, of course we're not going to win that. We don't punt the ball a lot. And then, of course, we're going to win the best returner because that's how this game works. User always wins. I'll look at recruiting real quick before we go into the game. I know I said I won't look at recruiting every week, but now that we're towards the end of the season, I feel you guys should know, especially with almost every single recruit visiting this week, you guys should know what's on the line and how we're looking. After a visit last week for Texas, Texas shoots up ahead of us on Barrett Dixon. Barrett Dixon is a key player next year for us if we can get him. I think he would be a key player. Mike Rogers, after the visit for Oregon, Oregon finally beats us out for the first time all year. We're in second on Mike Rogers. But we had that big visit this week that could knock, that if it goes right, we could knock South Alabama out of the running for him, and then it would just be us versus Oregon in the offseason. Well, we of course have one more week, so we could actually end up making it looking a lot better for us. Brad Lee, we're only 1,006. We're only a couple thousand. Yeah, we're not even a couple thousand. We're 1,000 away from Notre Dame, and we have our visit. Only reason we're 1,000 away is because a whole bunch of visits happened, and they really knocked us down. Tackles, I decided to go for John Blair because, well, nobody else was really. I was having a lot of trouble getting tackles, so I just decided, you know what, screw it. We'll go for the worst one there is. We'll go for one of the bottom ones. And John Blair just happened to be first on his list, and he was towards the bottom, and I said, screw it. Chad Hall, we had the visit this week. In this visit, we could actually knock out USC and BG, who used that stupid locksmith trait, which is pissing me off more and more every single week. Darby, UCLA took over him last week, and that pisses me off even more. But we should be able to get him back this week, George Darby. I hope we do. Because I don't want to get beat out back-to-back years because of visits late in the year. But we'll get back on him with the visits. And then we'll knock Notre Dame out too. And actually, if we run it right, we could knock UCLA back out. And we would have him to commit this week. Eric Heath could very easily commit this week if we have a good enough visit. Darren Ball, this week has a lot of stuff on the line for Darren Ball. As Florida State barely stayed alive in the race for him, they could actually knock us out of the race. Actually, their chances of knocking us out of the race are very little. So we should be able to get Darren Ball this week. Free safeties, yeah, we already got a commit here. This is the big one. Fred Matthews, he visits this week. If we can do good in the secondary, we might be able to get him to commit. Athletes, we have Kyle Brooks coming this week. He might be able to commit after this. No visit with Mark Chase yet. And yeah, there was no reason in going for Jared Lewis because he's just really happy with moving everybody up a lot. And I don't get how everybody's moving up 2,000 on him every single week. Doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm giving up on him to go from Mark Chase, who's just a weird running back style, slash. I don't even know what he is. He's just a whole bunch of weird positions that he can run probably decent. And now I'll see you guys in the game. This is, like they just said, it's a big game for us. Kind of brings a tear to my eye because we got Warren, Hill, Cooper, Carey all coming out in their final game. And Cooper, who hasn't had a lot of chances to really catch the ball this year, gets 14 yards. And I wouldn't mind getting him a lot of yards today because we have Brad Lee coming this weekend. Well, we don't exactly have a lot of points going Brad Lee's way right now. We don't. And wouldn't mind seeing him getting a lot of yards today, Cooper. And you know what? Cooper, they look like they're ignoring Cooper. Let's see if they are. And Cooper, oh my gosh, they just left Cooper. Oh, Cooper almost, if Cooper would have had a little bit more steam right there, that linebacker would have been on the ground. I'm trying to come out firing today against the rival because, well, it's a rivalry game. I'm supposed to come out firing. This is the oldest trophy in college football, and I won it. Streak route, again, because they're not looking to have anybody cover him. Again. Never mind, they do actually have somebody covering him now. Oh, crap. You know what? Kadeem Carey, it's his senior day, too, in case people did not forget. In case you forgot, Kadeem Carey has a senior day today. I want to see his senior day go very good. And right there, as he turns around and talks a little bit of crap to number 12, don't mind that one bit. That pretty much sets up Kadeem Carey right here. And the reason you're going to see a lot of passing today is, well, we have a Brad Lee coming, we have Kyle Brooks coming, we have all these guys who are involved in the passing game. And, well, the only reason Kyle Brooks is interested in the passing game is his primary position is quarterback. He'll probably actually end up lining up as a cornerback, though. Oh, wow. Now the chances of us playing Ohio State in the championship game are tremendously low. Like, they chose a bad week, and once again, why do they always lose to Michigan in this game? That's so unrealistic. As we saw this year, we can beat them with our backup quarterback and our third string in. They always put up a tight game against us. I will give Michigan that. They know how to put up a tight game, but they don't know how to finish. I mean, even with a third string in, they couldn't finish against us. And our backup started a good day. We have a backup that was a Heisman hopeful. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, let's look at Rich Rod, the guy who in real life is coaching at my position. I mean, he used to coach at Michigan, and he didn't do a crap at Michigan, and then he went to Arizona, and, well, look what I did at Arizona. I mean, let's be honest. Arizona isn't a hard team to be really good with, but hey, he made them one heck of a team, and they weren't even ranked coming into the year, and they beat Oregon. Yet, he was at Michigan, and look what happened when he was at Michigan. Kind of the down point in his career. This is so stupid. All they're going to do is run the ball. I hate it when teams do this. We are so good against the run, but I hate it when all teams do is run the ball. Now they think we're going to... Now they know that we're going to blitz because we pressed. And oh my gosh. That was a terrible idea to press. This is by far the worst game that we've had at the very beginning. And suddenly I'm really wishing Derek Reynolds was out there because I feel so much better. As right here, oh my gosh. Arizona State looking to put up a fight against us. Normally, Arizona State's a team that we beat. And oh my gosh. Taylor. Okay. Taylor Kelly just ran the ball in on us. Yay. We're not going. Yay. Our defense can't do crap today. This is terrible. Let's see what they have to say in this studio update. Utah's beating Colorado. Big shocker. This is one play we ran a lot with Derek Reynolds. Not in the season, but we ran it a lot in practice mode, and it worked out great. And man, does it work out again. As we get a 14-yard stand. Man, we're just trying to make sure that we don't have... Our offense is just trying to make sure that we can respond and keep this game where it should be, because it shouldn't be one heck of a game right now. It should be, okay, this, because they're fighting for bowl eligibility. We're fighting for, to keep national championship hopes alive. National championship hopes, bowl eligibility hopes. We have a lot, I feel like we should have, and you can't even say that they have more to fight for, because I feel a national championship is something more to fight for than what we are fighting for right now, really. I feel like what we're fighting for, a national championship, is more than a bowl eligibility. Right here, let's see what else. Hopefully you can keep pounding the ball in and get a touchdown here. And hopefully our defense has their head screwed on right now. And they can go out there and get a stop against this Arizona State offense. Oh my, he's in the end zone. The ball is practically on the in, I think. On the Arizona. Yeah, on the in, I think. I think it's on, yeah, the ball's on the in, for crying out loud. Instead it's on the white line practically now. Right here, after some more terrible defense, we are once again with our backs against the wall on defense to a terrible Arizona team. I mean, this is Arizona, guys. Arizona State, I mean. This is Arizona State. They're 5-6 right now. They're looking to go 6-6 against us. They would be the first team to beat us all year. And how would they beat us? They would beat us because they just destroyed our defense. Our defense has normally had a good start to the game this year, and for the first time, they're on a 3rd and 10. This is the closest we've had them to a 3-and-out all day long. Back off, keep everything in front of you. I don't want to see anything go into the end zone. And, oh my, how? Who was supposed to have that zone? He broke 5 freaking tackles. And you guys all sat there and watched. And we wonder how we are almost going to, how Arizona State might beat us. We wonder why we are considered underdogs to teams like Utah, Oregon State, Washington State, Colorado, teams like that we should easily kill. We wonder why we come into those games being underdogs. It's because it all depends on who we play, how we play. Yeah, I understand. This is a rivalry game. Rivalry games are never easy to win. But we shouldn't be having to... But, honestly, this is the worst game we've had defensively all year. And trust me, we've had some bad games defensively. Instead, here we are. Oh my... No! Okay, yeah. Great job, Pettinato. Pettinato lets him get away. Pettinato costing his team their senior game. Right here on 3rd and goal with 51 seconds left before half. Anu Solomon almost threw a pick. Now we have some big play going on right here. This does determine the game. Our defense hasn't been able to get a stop all day long. Our offense has been able to answer, and there goes the game. Solomon throws it away. We're not even to halftime yet, and I'm already talking about that being the game. That tells you how this game has been. One little stop means the game. That stop right there might just have won Arizona State the game. That's how bad our defense has been. Our defense has by far been the worst all season. Like, if I had to choose a game that I could erase at the end of the year, it won't be this would be the game. If I had a game that I could say, hey, let's completely forget that, it'd be this game. For 2 reasons. Number one, some people would say, yeah, it's one of your weaker games. No, it's not. This is probably the game that a lot of people are going to look at and say, hey, they can finish tight games. Thing is, yeah, we can finish tight games against a terrible team. That's what we're showing today, is we can finish a tight game against a terrible team. The other thing that we're showing today is we play down to our opponent's level. In a rivalry game, we just play down to Arizona State's level. We let Arizona State tell us what to do. They told us right now, today, that what we were going to do was play terrible against them. And what did we do? We played terrible against them. That's what's always going to happen when you play down to your opponent's level. This is what happens when you have a team that doesn't care. Okay, now it's timeout time. Let's see if we can get something else out of this. Right here. This game has so much. Right here, we get the ball back. We're going to target Bailey downfield. Oh! I could have swore Bailey would have caught that. I thought Bailey might just be able to go up and catch that one, but guess he couldn't. I mean, I wish we would have a play with freaking... You know what? I wish we could get Cooper out here for one of these plays. I feel like Cooper has been deadly all day. They haven't been able to stop him. Maybe Cooper might be a good option, but apparently the coach option says no, Cooper's not a good idea here. But Warren is a good idea. That's how you beat this Arizona State team. They might get the ball back after half, but we might have just put the game away before half.